Welcome to the space where knowledge meets the action. Welcome to the Empowerment Show, where we break down the barriers, helping you grow. Financial literacy, speaking truth to the power. Real conversation, changing lives by the hour. We inspire to change, here we challenge the status quo. Sharing tools for building wealth, watching your seeds grow. Empower you to take control of your future. No more living in the past. We're the authors of the suture. Get ready, get set, let the movement begin. Because empowerment starts now. Let the light in.
Yeah, I tell you something. My son put that together, and I thought it was pretty good. I really, really thought it was pretty good the way he did what he did. All right, my name is Kendall, and we'll throw the last one in, Stevenson. And welcome to the Empowerment Show on the PA Empowerment Network. Thank everybody for tuning in. Always, we like to start the show off by saying things that we need to be grateful for. You know, every morning when I get up and I take a breath, I am so grateful that I got up that morning, because you may not wake up that morning. I think in this time period and the way that we're living and the way things are going, we need to be a little more grateful. We need to show a little more gratitude. These are the things that we need to practice. We need to stay grounded and recognize resilience. These are the things that we need to be grateful for. Things like health. Moments of peace. We're always looking for some sort of peace. And under this administration and things, I think it's going to be a little difficult to find that peace, man. You know. But anyway, today, I got a good show for you guys. I got a young lady, and she will be coming on in a minute or two. And her name is Yvette. Now, Yvette, she's a very special woman. She does... Let me put it like this. If I'm trying to get her on the phone, wish her luck, okay? Because it's hard as hell even to get her on the phone. The woman just stays busy. She got her hand in so many different things in this community. One of them is the Habitat for Humanities. And that's where I got an opportunity to meet her. Got an opportunity to sit back and talk to her. So I'm going to bring her in. Oh, there she is. She's ringing the bell now. Okay, let me get over there to the door and bring her in. Hey, how you doing, Yvette? How's it going, young lady?
Good evening, good evening. It is going well. Thank you for the invite. And finally, I get to see you, well, in person, kind of, but I'm not just talking on the phone, so that's a good thing. Thank you for
don't worry. We're going to be like two buddies on the phone. We're going to have a long conversation, because I need to know why you do the things that you do.
I'm a servant. I'm a servant for the Lord. I was born.
Okay.
Everyone has a gift, and my gift is servitude. Servitude. That's why I do what I do.
Always since the beginning of your life? Is that the way you've been? Is that the way you've been raised? Or
it was just a gift. It was how I was born. Some people can sing. I cannot sing a lick, but I can serve. I can serve. I can dance, but I can serve, and I love to serve. So I have a servant's heart. That's my gift, a servant's heart.
Can you see the screen there?
Yes, I can.
Oh, she says hi.
Who said that? No, I don't see the screen. No. And if I touch it, I'm going to get cut off. So I'm not touching
Vermin 8. That's we're going to put everybody up. And this is worship. They're saying bless all. Thank you. We got another one, the team. Let's put the teen up. And they say hi. I'm going to a whole bunch of people.
Thanks for supporting.
I tell you, you must be so popular. You're very popular. There's a reason why you're so popular. Is that because of all of the service that you provide for the community?
Well, I've been in the Poconos for 29 years. Come August, and God has always put me someplace. I started in the Stroudsburg area, working for ESS Bank. So I got to know a lot of the movers and shakers in the Stroudsburg area. Then I went to the school district. So I've worn many hats within the area. And once you get to know the youth after working in the school, then you get to know their parents. I had a large family. I raised 5 children here. So they introduced me to other families. So it's just growing with the sports. And I was just thrown out there like I'm thrown out here now. I was quiet since like 2015. And now Habitat got me in these streets. They have me in the streets. That's why when you
All right.
called earlier, I was napping because they have me out here. But I love it. I love it.
Well, I think people love having you out there. I can tell by all the comments that you get. Everybody thinks that you're beautiful. They say you look so beautiful in yellow. So you can say hi.
Yeah,
Don't
because
forget
it
to
was
usher in.
raining. It was raining. So I said, let me bring some sunshine in.
And somebody says they do not want you to forget. Yeah, they're ushering at Jesus Christ's church. They're letting us know that you're also an usher at
Yes,
the
I was
church.
actually, I was my bishop's before he went home. I was his personal usher. You had to come through me to get to him, and it wasn't easy.
All right, so I'm going to give you a second or two. Just go ahead and take your time. And I want you to tell me about Yvette when she started growing up, the passions that she got, the reason why she does what she does for this community. You know, I want to know about Yvette. That's what I want to know. Your beginnings up until now. How about that?
Okay, I'm from the Bronx.
Oh,
Yes, I'm from the
boogie down,
Bronx.
boogie down.
Yes, I'm from the Boogie Down, and you know, I think I was about 12 when I found the Bible. I grew up with my mother and my sister, and they were always reading. Or my sister was always sewing or doing crosswords, and I was just getting in trouble. But I found the Bible in the house, and I just started reading it. And I just always read it, and from there, life just took off. I learned to pray because I would get in trouble, and I would pray that my mother wouldn't beat me. That was the prayer. And each time she didn't, that grew my faith. I thought it was the prayer, but she was just sick of me, and she realized beating didn't work. And I'm glad to say at 63 years old, I still have both my parents. I have still my mother and father walking on this planet Earth. So
Praise
I'm
that.
glad.
That's a blessing.
That is a blessing. So my beginnings was in the Bronx, running the Bronx streets. I went to Princeton High School, which is now Communication and Graphic Arts. I have my best foot forward are my 5 children. They're my best foot forward. Moving to Pennsylvania was the best thing that I could have ever done for them. Pennsylvania has been so good to me and owes me nothing. Pennsylvania owes me nothing. It has given me everything that I've needed. And more so, I'm the daughter of the Most High. I love God. I think right now, the most important thing in the world today in our lives is to get that personal relationship. Get that personal relationship with God and trust and believe, knowing that He's your Jeremiah 29:11. He knows the plans He has for you. Today was already planned. For me to be here today with you was already planned. So don't stress that. Know that there's a plan for you. It's to cause you no harm. It's to bring you to an expected end. And although you can have a Job season, you're going to get there. And you won't smell like smoke. So my foundation is just my faith. My foundation is my faith. My foundation is I love people. I love the autistic population. I love children. And I like to advocacy. I love to be a voice. I say what everybody want to say, but they're scared to say it. I have nothing to lose. Because again, my Jeremiah 29:11 comes from up above.
Ashe. So what got you into Habitat for Humanities? How did you end up there?
Well, actually, my youngest daughter decided to go back to work after having her second child, and she needed a babysitter. So I actually went part-time per diem on my job, and I went out to New York for 2 years to take care of my grandchildren for my daughter. When I came back, in that interim, I lost my job. And so then I connected with AARP, and everyone knows what AARP, but they also have a program for seniors with no income and seniors with low income. So I connected with AARP. They're up there in Topiana. And what they do is they connect you with a nonprofit. and with the hopes that you would get hired. So they put me at Habitat. I've been there for 3 years. I started as the administrative assistant, and then my the volunteer coordinator left. He's out discovered in America. Hey Ken, I hope I didn't send you the link, but you're on my Facebook. He's out discovering in America, just living his best life, and I got the position, and it was the perfect position for me. God makes no mistakes. Shout out to all my volunteers. Shout out to all my wonderful volunteers. They make me look like I know what I'm doing out there. They're so supportive. They're so supportive.
You know, that's one thing about I was a soldier, and we always said you got to lead by example. In other words, if I told you to get down and give me 25 push-ups, I should be able to get down and do 25 push-ups as well. So we lead by example. So I can see that that's what you're doing, because look at your staff that you got, and they love you.
They're wonderful. They're my do or dies. They come through at the last minute. And I needed to be at Habitat. It's been hard for me to keep employment in the Poconos because I have no filter. And if I'm going to work for you, you have to live up to your mission statement. You have to live up to your vision. When you don't do that, I'm going to call you out on it. So at Habitat, they live up to their mission and they live up to their vision. And that's where I'm comfortable. And also I can be my authentic self. Everybody else is taken, so I can only be me. And at Habitat, I can do that. I love the work that they do. They do what they say they'll do. No organization is perfect, but we have love. We do our work out of love, and give us grace. If we mess up, give us grace. But we're out there with our hearts in our hands, and we out there helping not only Monroe County now, because now we have a USDA program that we are connected, that we package, so we can put you anywhere in the USA. So I ask everybody who's listening, don't call the office, don't call me. Go on our website, habitatmc.com. Look through our website. If you need critical repairs to your home and you live in Monroe County, we can do that. If you're a struggling renter and you're looking to get in your first home and you want to stay in Monroe County, we can do that. And we're paying up to $25,000 in that closing costs. And if you want a new home, first-time home buyer, low income, we can package that loan as well. Again, go on our website, take your time, look at all the great things that we are doing, and also come and volunteer. Come and volunteer, and you can really see what we are doing.
You want to repeat that information again, just so everybody can get it, where the webpage is?
Habitat, HABITATMC.com.
Okay, this is not a troll. This is the truth now. There you go. This is Tiffany and Ricky, the volunteers.
Hey, Tiffany and Ricky.
Just to let you know that they're listening to you. And they just want to let you know that we love you.
Aww.
Okay? So we love you, and they love your spirit and your energy.
Aww.
So what exactly is it that you do for Habitat for Humanity?
The question is what I don't do.
Okay.
I've actually become the face of Habitat. Last night I was at the NCC roundtable up at Northampton Community College. So during this season in the spring, I do a lot of tabling events where I go out, give out the information about our programs, but mostly looking for volunteers. We need volunteers. We have a waiting list of 160 people in Monroe County looking for critical repairs to their home. And our mission is neighbor helping neighbor. Our vision is where every person have a safe and decent place to live. And I know when I think of every words have a destination. So I know we can't help every person, but when my every is every person that calls into Habitat looking for help, every person that might need to do community service, to come in and be able to volunteer. If you have a disability, we will find something for you to do. That's my every. So I do that. And we just support one another. We have the Restore. If you have not visited the Restore at 2610 Milford Road, right there, the fork in the road of 402 and 209. If you lived here long enough, It used to be Mr. Z's, then it changed to Y's, and it closed. We're in that building, and we receive some gems. Also,
Mhm.
we do donate. We pick up donations. Your kids don't want your stuff. They don't want it. Your kids don't want your stuff. Call us, and we'll come pick it up. It just has to be outside the day of pickup.
You know, in the administration that we're under, how is funding? Do you receive any federal funding?
Um, and that would be a Scott question. I know we get a lot of donations.
Okay.
Sanofi's good to us. United, United Way. A lot of the local churches. So we get our money from the funding from Monroe County. They're good to us, and we also from the Restore. But as far as the government funding, we don't receive money from the government per se. But that would be more of a Scott question. Money is not my party.
Right. I was just wondering if you guys were, what do they call it? When you don't have any money and you're being funded by the federal government. What do they call the word? I got a brain fart right now, so don't mind me.
Yes, that would definitely be a Scott
like
question. And I'll probably get
a
in trouble by even
what
trying
do they
to
call it? A
answer
501(c)(3) I just wanted to know if you guys were a 501(c)(3), something along that line.
That would be a Scott question. Like I tell people, my job is to get my volunteers and to love on my volunteers.
I don't. I just want to say somebody gave me a shout out to let me know that they appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm very glad you guys decided to tune in. Of course, we have her on here. So that's the reason why you guys are going to tune in. I would tune in too if she was on here. So about this Habitat for Humanities, what else do? You do the church, you do the Habitat for Humanities. What else is there that you do? You raise 5 kids. By the way, you shouted out the kids, but you never said their names. Who are they?
Okay, and they better be on here. So I have Quadesia. She's in Florida. And she has Neonda, my oldest granddaughter. And then I have Kanai. She's in Virginia. And she has 4 daughters. She's retired military.
Okay.
And then I have Jadira. She's in Georgia. She's a former police officer, and now she's an investigator for Hartford. And she has my one daughter, granddaughter London. And then I have my son. You may know my son. He's Kenneth. He's the para performance. He's the big guy in the wheelchair. He better be on here. Are you on here? And then I have my youngest daughter, Yesha, who's in New York, and she is she tows cars. So she told me I can't bring my car to New York or they're gonna take it. And my oldest daughter is a CNA, and she loves on the seniors. So we're a family of service. We're a family of service as well.
They're here and they're telling you hi to let you know we're on. Okay.
My best foot forward. And I also got to let you know, I also have some stepchildren. Have a set of twins, Kenyetta and Janietta. An older one, she's out, and I have yes, I have stepchildren that are just like my children. So we are just one. And so altogether I have 17 grand.
I'm sure you got a lot of people that call you mom.
Yes. They better be on here. So Terry better be on here. Chris better be on here. Yes. I'm the community mom. You know, I'm so proud that during 9/11, being a community where most of the parents commuted, not one child was left at that school. Not one. We made sure every child had a place to be until their parents came home. I was also the teen mom. My daughter's a track star. In 2003, she was the second fastest girl in the state of Pennsylvania. So with my kids being, out there, I had a cheerleader, the track, the step team. So being just in the school, we would walk around the school barefoot at 8:00 at night.
And you go ahead, because that wouldn't be me.
I mean, we had the principal spend the night at the house. Sharon Lavador had collard greens and sweet potatoes at the house. At Gail Francis, I don't know if y'all know Gail. She was a coach up at the North School. She just relocated. She was my ace boom Cooney. She and they called us the 52 Bombers.
Look at that.
We had
52
no
bombers.
hold
Where they
bar.
come
We had
from?
no hold bar. We took over this
Where
mountain.
they come from? The 52 bombers. Where did that come from?
Mr. Delaplane, he was the principal of Lehman. He called us that because when there was a problem, he called his 52 bombers. So I'm the person you call if you have a problem at the school and they say, can you go to the school board meeting and help us in this way? The calls, and it had stopped, but Habitat got me back in the streets in a different, if somebody's running for office, they're calling. So
Okay. So you know all of the politicians. You get involved with. I would imagine you know everybody.
I know
Everybody that's anybody.
Sharon, Tara, yeah, the commissioners, Park, yeah, yeah. I'm a
Right.
friend. I'm
I
a
always say
community
that.
person. I'm a community
Right.
person. I'm a
Right.
community
My
person.
deal with politics is that there are no true friends and no true enemies. And I'm a little tired of this Republican or Democrat. It's too much division and no one's thinking about just being an American and dealing with that. Let's deal with just being American first. Because if they keep talking about make America first, right? We're going to take care of America first. Well, they should actually take care of America first. I should be able to walk into a Republican's office if I need something to be done, just as well as a Democrat. I don't care who's in the seat. Who's ever in that seat, their job is to serve the public.
And you can do that. You can walk into
Mhm.
Rosemary Brown office, who's a Republican, and get what you need. And you can write as a Republican, and you can also walk in Tara's office and get what you need. And my thing with political, because I first they're women. For me, Rosemary Brown's a woman first, and she's a mother. And right now she's an empty nester. I don't agree with everything in the Black community. I may not agree with everything that's done in the church. I might not agree at everything that's done in my community, in my family, that I don't throw the whole thing away because of that. So I deal
Mhm.
with the person. Our beliefs might be different. This year I was able to experience a Seder, the Jewish beautiful experience. Everyone should experience it. I went to the Ramadan, the last Ramadan, the dinner after their fast. Just accept people for who they are, meet them where they're at. Don't count anybody out. Take what you can take, give what you can give, and leave the rest. Leave the rest. Because
Mhm.
nobody's born a Republican, nobody's born a Democrat, and everybody could change, but everybody has something to offer someone else. And if you
I like
do
that
go
little
to
quote
an
you said.
office and you don't get what you want, that's where you advocate. If you go into an office and you're a Democrat and you go to a Republican office and you're not served, that's where advocations start. That's when you open your mouth.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm a little tired of all the division that we got going on, and it seems to keep growing bigger and bigger and bigger. The rich are getting richer, and the poor are getting poorer, and the rich keep saying they got nothing for the poor. And this is why we have to have these institutions like Habitat for Humanities. And this is why we have to be more involved in our own community so that we can start taking care of ourselves and not so much relying on, I don't know, let's say the government to take care of us. Because right now, under this administration, the man that already told you he's not looking to take care of it. He's already put billions in his pockets, in his family's pockets, and he's spending all his money on war. So what do we do about us? You take care of us. People like you, people like Scott, Fabian. I'm giving him a shout out. You know, there's also other people. We have some preachers here that I happen to know, like Tyrone. He's pretty damn good too. Sutton, Pastor
Tyrone
Sutton,
Sutton and his
he
beautiful
does his
bride.
thing too. Yeah, and he does his thing too. Well, there's quite a few people here, and I'm glad that we have them here. As I say, I have to be grateful for everything. I used to be a part of a radio station, Genesis Radio, and I like to also give them a shout out because they also do a lot of things for the community. They have an affair once a year called Unity in the Community, and
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good thing that they started and that they continue to have every year. But we need to unite our community. I'm more of a Huey P. Newton. Have you heard of him?
Who is that?
Huey P. Newton.
No,
He was
sir.
a he was a Black Panther, um, and his belief was we bring everybody to the table. We bring the Ku Klux Klan to the table. We bring the white Christian National. Bring everybody to the table to let us all know that we're all in the same boat and we all have to deal with the same type of problems. Poverty is poverty. I don't care if you're black, white, in between, whatever. And education is education. We all need to be educated. They seem to want to keep us in the dark and keep us dumb. So I don't want to get into tearing about that. I want to talk more about you.
So now,
That's what I like to talk about.
This is the way I see it. My Father owns it all. The word says, I will look to the hills where cometh my help coming from the Lord. So I don't look at man. God is going to open doors that I need open.
Right.
He's going to provide. Everybody's, storing away this. Yes, you can have a little bit, but at the end of the day, he's going to provide the manna for me. And again, I say, you got to believe. You got to believe. And if you believe and you know that he's going to take care of you, he's your Jehovah Jireh, your provider. Mm-hmm. So we don't have to look outside. We don't have to look to the government. We don't have to look to the politicians. All we got to do is look to him. He's our provider. And once we get that together, we'll be better off, especially as a people. Especially as a people that we think they're trying to take everything. When I look at what's going on, I think of Pharaoh. Let my people go, but God hardened his heart. He hardened his heart. God did that for his purpose. So all this, again, is for a purpose. It's for us to turn back, get on our knees, stay focused. I'm good. I'm good. We good. But we got to focus on what's important. And this is bringing us back. This is putting us back on our knees. Because at the end of the day, that's all we're going to have. So why wait? So when I look at this government, I look at them as Pharaoh, and I won't see them one day. That's how I feel.
Seems like a few other people feel the same way as well. You had you made a little statement. You said you got to be yourself because everybody else is taken. I just want to give I'm gonna give a little shout out to that young lady, Shaquana Terry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is she on? Is Shaquana on?
She may watch it. She may watch it later. But
I just sent her the link.
Yeah, I love that statement that she. I got that statement from her. I don't know if it's an original from her, but the first time I heard it from her. And when I hear that about you can only be yourself, it's good that you personally. You understand that, and that this helps you to move forward and not try to do the things that other people do. It's like I look like my son says, I don't give a damn. I don't care what people think about me so much. I basically care about what I think about me. And that means I have to look at the things that I've done. You've done so much. Look, when your grandchildren, when they reach a certain age, they're going to say, what did grandma do during this time period? There's a lot of things. I mean, we're going to go on and on and on when it gets to that point. And how many grandchildren do you have?
17 in total.
17 grandkids.
Yeah.
What's the oldest?
How old? Oh, she was born on 9/11.
Okay.
Yeah, she was born on 90. I became a grandmother when everybody else was losing people. I was blessed to become a grandmother. So she was born on 9/11, and the youngest one I think is Nola Bear. And the oldest of her name is Neonda. And the youngest one is Nola B. And I think I'm going to probably get it wrong. No, I believe Nola is 5. I'm going to say 5. Tell Yasha to let me know if I'm right.
So how many of them participate in what you do? I mean, how many of them join you to come out there to take that nail and pop, let's start building houses? Do you get many of your family members that believe in that?
No, they're all.
She wanted to let you know. She wanted to let you know that she's 26 years old.
Okay.
So
everybody's out doing their own thing. Everyone is serving. One in Florida, Virginia. They're all serving in their own communities.
You don't have any here? You have any children here?
Kenneth. Is Kenneth out there? My son is serving. He's really serving. He's the ambassador for the Robert Irvine Foundation. He's also. I'm not sure what he does for Warrior Strong. He gives classes out in Scranton to the seniors. He's all over this mountain. He's very well known as well. And he serves. And he's a wreck. And he was paralyzed at the age of 22. He's now in his 30s, but that hasn't stopped him. He just last year went hang gliding, jumped out the plane. Yeah. So I have a daughter also, Jadira. She jumped out a plane. So I have daredevils.
Did you say you had a daughter named Nadira?
Jadira.
Oh, okay. I got a granddaughter named Nadira.
Nadira.
Yeah, Nadira. It's kind of cool. We got to take a little break because we got to pay the bill.
All righty, sounds like a plan. Come back,
hang on for a minute. Now we talk about our children. So the young man that he created this song, the introduction song, and he does that. I think he's pretty good at it. I really enjoyed it. When every time I hear it, I gotta, it's got a nice little beat to it, nice sound. Now here's one of my other kids. This is my youngest son, so I'm gonna introduce him to you. Okay.
Wonderful. All righty. Now, is he local?
Yeah, it's all about the Wolf Pack. I'm glad you guys tuned in again. This is my name. This is Kendall Stevenson, and we are on the Empowerment Show on the PA Empowerment Network. That was the Wolf Pack. You can look them up on Instagram. They sell sporting apparel, and some of the stuff they have is actually pretty nice. I really enjoy it. And you tell them Kendall sent you, and I'm sure you'll get a nice little discount or a break. Now let's get on back to the show. Hey, hello, young lady.
Hey, and there's
so that young man that was in the little commercial that wasn't my son, but that was one of the models. But the product that's my son's product, which is the Wolfpack clothing. Yeah, and he's got some, like I said, some pretty nice stuff. So those are my kids, and I'm kind of proud of what my kids do. They participate. And I think that's pretty cool. I got some powerful daughters too, just as well. But I meant to say that to say I look at the way that you've raised your children, and you've done one hell of a job. I just gotta say that, because again, in today's environment, the way things are going, my Lord, you got drugs, you got education, you got school, you got what do they call it? The peer pressure, you got the racism, there's so many different avenues and different things that you have to deal with, and you've been able to do very well. So I just want to give you flowers now.
You got to take him to church. Your job is just to get him in the building and let God take over. And like right now, I am so fortunate that everyone in my circle is pouring into me. This is my season where people are pouring into me. I have a group of brothers, Body of Christ Word. I'm a member of Jesus to Christ Church. My bishop's son is now the pastor. Trevor Lee, young man, powerful. And we are there's the umbrella, and then we branched out. We have another pastor at George Patterson. He started with us. He's out in Virginia, and he's also out there with my daughter. His wife baptized my daughter. So right now. Wow. So he doesn't have my daughter tucked over there. And then we have Word Worshiping. He's also from the Jesus to Christ Church. So I have these brothers pouring in me Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday tonight at 7, Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And they're pouring. Even my volunteers with the support. I have so many people that are really pouring in, even at work professionally. Our director of operations has left, but this woman was so smart. Oh my goodness, she was so smart. Scott just pours into me. This is the season where I'm being poured into. and it's a wonderful thing. And my mister, he brings out the worst in me to bring out the best in me. He brings out the worst in my flesh, but he's bringing out the best in my spirit. He's making me exercise more of my fruits of the spirit. But this is
Now we
the
talking about the
season.
husband now, right? Let's get that right. We are talking about the husband,
That's
right?
my mister. Yes, that's my
There you
mister.
go. And what's his
Yes.
name? Let's give him a shout out. Make sure everybody know who he
His
is.
name is Albert. He'll be coming in here soon. His name is Albert, and I've actually known him since I've been here. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because I used to run the bus stop at Saw Creek before the kids got on the bus and when they came home, and his daughter also went to the school, and so I've known him for a while. Even Randy, Randy started in my basement. DJ Swift, he started in my basement, giving parties in the basement, having all the kids in the basement. I have a long history here, and I'm getting a little emotional. I had a
I
long
don't know if
history.
everybody knows who that was, but you could tell him that was Shaquana's husband.
Yes, yes, yes,
And and
yes.
and he has recently transitioned, right? He's
Yes,
transitioned.
yes, yes. And
Yeah.
actually, she needed a DJ, and I said, you got to get Randy. And there we go. There we go.
Right on.
And it happened at a party, but
Right on.
she just needed a DJ. So yeah, it's a season where I'm getting poured into. Why I'm pouring out, I have my mom now. I relocated her from the Bronx here to Pennsylvania. So I'm taking care of her. My daughter has my dad. She had him for about 5, 6 years now. But this is a season where I'm being poured into. As I pour out, I'm being poured back in. So I'm not empty. I'm not empty. I'm not empty at all. As I serve, I'm being served, and that's a wonderful thing in this season. So, and I got to give all. I have to give all glory to God. He has always had His hands on me. Um, today. Just take the kids in the building. Just take them to the building. Just put gospel music in the air. That's our only job, is to plant the seed. Just plant the
Hmm.
seed, and God will make it grow. Just plant the seed.
Now, I do believe that as well. I think they got a quote like that or something in the Bible about sowing seeds or something like that.
Yes, yes,
I'm
yes.
not much of a religious person. I do
I'm
apologize.
not
I'm more of
religious at all.
I don't apologize, but I'm more of a spiritual person. I do believe. I believe wholeheartedly, but I try to keep it to a spiritual level, not so much on a religious
And I'm
basis.
not religious at all. I'm not religious at all. It's all spiritual. It's a personal relationship. When it's a religion, it's not a personal relationship. When it's a
Hmm.
personal relationship, because He said you will worship me in spirit and truth. So you can only worship Him in the spirit.
From the heart,
Yes,
straight from
yes,
the heart.
yes, yes,
Well,
yes.
a lot of stuff that I've been learning, especially when it comes to Christianity, I've been starting to learn a lot about the Ethiopians
Oh,
and the originators of the Bible, and there's still parts of the Bible that's missing in what you would call even in Catholicism or what we call Christianity, the European version of Christianity. But there is another version of Christianity, and I'm trying to learn a little bit more about that, so I can learn a little bit more about my ancestors and where we actually come from. Ashe,
seek and you shall find. Seek and you shall
yeah.
find. And you'll get the revelation. And that's what we want. We want the revelation, our own personal, because it's a personal relationship, it's a personal walk. It's all personal.
All right. Well, Stelly says that it's a relationship, not a religion. And this is what pretty much, I guess, what we just said. We're talking about having a personal relationship with our maker, with our
Yes.
creator. Yeah. Yeah. And I tell you, like I tell most people, I really don't care what religion you belong to. I actually feel better when you tell me that you belong to something, because now I feel as though you're a person of principle. You have some character. Somebody that tells me they don't belong to anything, they don't have any faith in anything, and yeah, I don't know too much about that person or their character. They kind of do whatever whenever. There's no guardrails, if you want to say, to stop them from committing things. I don't know, like crazy crimes, on and on and on. Right?
I don't
How
know.
many people we have that say that they're
I know some
Christians?
good atheists. I know some good atheists that don't believe.
Hmm.
Don't count anyone out. It's like the thief on the cross. He counted himself out, and everyone in the audience, that was standing before him counted him out. But guess what? That day, he made it in. So we can't count anyone out, and I don't count anyone out. I don't count anyone out because late in the
You know
midnight
what
hour.
was funny? I knew a guy. He told me all the time he was an atheist, and okay, great. That's the way you go. So he was a partner. We're driving. I was working for the phone company. We get into an accident. Boom. He got hurt. You know, the first thing he said was, "Oh my God, please help me." I'm like, really? I thought you didn't believe. So I don't know. I don't. I can't judge people for what they do. They do what they do. I'm just glad to be here in this world, and I'm still here. I'm glad to still be here. Okay, because a lot of people that especially the ones that we grew up with, they're not here anymore. Family members, all kind of people have transitioned, and they I guess we'll see them again sometime in the future. Let's just hope it's not the near future.
I know that's right. I love Jesus, but I ain't ready to meet him yet.
So what I'm going to do is,
before we wrap up, I just want to get some plugs in there. If you're a nonprofit in Monroe County, you need to become a member of the IAC. Even if you have a small business, you need to connect with the IAC.
What is the IAC? What is that?
Interagency Council. We meet every second Wednesday at NCC College, and we also meet on Zoom, but I say go in person because when they do the round table, if you're on Zoom, you may not get to speak. And this is where we all get together and we say what we do, and what we offer, and also what we need. So that's very important if you have a nonprofit or a small business in Monroe County. You also need to connect with the Chamber of Commerce. Those women over there are phenomenal. These are, if you want to move and shake and build, these are the spaces you need to be in. IAC, the Pocono Chamber of Commerce. Donate to your United Way. United Way, I was on their panel this year. They do wonderful, wonderful things. There's money out there. There's grants out there. There's information out there. Don't wait for one person to deliver it. Seek and thee shall find. But if you want to get connected, the place you want to start is with the IAC.
Absolutely.
That's your starting point.
So if they can't get in contact with them and they just might want to get in contact with you, how do they do that?
Didn't I just say don't contact me?
No, you got to contact you though. You know why they going. Now you know why they want to contact you. I mean, because you are mama.
And they probably already have my contact. No, I'm easy to find. I'm so easy to find. I am so easy to find. But I'm very easy to find.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Right now I have so many volunteers. I have one phone with two lines. I have so many volunteers.
Do you have a website that maybe somebody could send you something, or email, or some kind of way that we live in a world of technology, right? We got all this knowledge now, right? We can everything is microwave. We can send from one to another, boom, boom, boom. So I want to get in contact with you. You know who I want to get in contact with?
You got me.
Yeah, well, how did I have to get you? And how long did it take me to get you? Let's be on the real. But here, look, you see what it says over there? This is what you are. Mother to the community. So how do I get in contact with the mother of the community when I need something done? Because I may not always be able to get to those acronyms that you like to throw out there. I'm old. Old people, we like to get on the phone and talk to you.
Well, so I'll give y'all my work number. Y'all ready? Y'all got a pen? And this is this is on my line. I have a personal line and I have my other line. But 570, write it down. You can put it in the chat. 570-350-9072. That is my business line. And also in support, Habitat. I need volunteers. We need, when you go to the register, we have a little can at the store. Come to the restore, see what we got. Give us donations. Not only that, we're having a breakfast May 27th. I believe it's $45 up at Campbellback. We got to help each other. we have to help each other. Although, and God is going to still provide because He's providing. He's still going to provide. He's still going to provide, but we still could use the financial help if you have it. A
Hey,
little dab would do ya.
we don't want to leave anything on the table. We'll take it all. You want to throw the crumbs? We'll take the crumbs too.
Yes,
Okay?
yes.
Every little piece helps.
And
Now,
all I ask
first,
is, if you want to volunteer, just give me one day. Give me your birthday. You were born on the 12th. Give me the 12th of every month.
right?
As you know, that just one day, just a little dab would do ya. A little dab would do ya.
Well,
We're
I tell
all
you,
in this together.
growing up impoverished, I know what it is to be on the other side, if you want to say. Pennsylvania has been very good to me. Verizon has been very good to me. Going to school, receiving an education, all of those things I got later on in life. They didn't happen for me in the early part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I know what poverty is. I know what it is to miss a day or to miss some food. A lot of people don't know what it is to actually go hungry. Don't know where your next meal is going to come from. Some people don't know don't have a roof over their head. Now, thank God for people like you, because people like you help people like me.
And I too. I raised
well, I tell you, I couldn't read.
In Saw Creek. They were raised. Oh, honey, don't let me get to shouting. You're gonna have me start shouting. So yeah, we come from with the same thing. You know, my kids were raised on housing assistance. They were raised in Saw Creek. They got 6 pools, a full restaurant, a gym, tennis courts. But that's how they was raised. But guess what? All but one is a homeowner right now.
Well, I'm thankful that I am a homeowner. Like I said, I know what, public housing, and now I'm down that road. I've been down that road. Before they had the welfare, you used to get your cart and you go down to the church and you get the cheese. There you go. See? Yeah. Yeah, once a month.
Yes,
and thank God again for people like you, because I can read and write now. I actually have a couple of college degrees, and I didn't learn how to read and write until I was about 13, 14, and I had to get incarcerated to do so. But one of the people that was there, one of the persons that was there, she took an interest, and it worked out well for me. I'm glad that like I said, I'm glad for people like you. I'm not a very religious person, but she was, and she was true to her religion. So that I appreciate that. I appreciate when people are true. When they know who they are, they know that they can't be anybody else but themselves, and they try to be the best of themselves.
And you either love me or you don't. And if you don't like me, it's because you don't know me. But to know me is to love me.
I'm gonna put your number up here one more time, and anybody they feel like they want to tune in, check us out, or you want to give her a call, give her a call. We also have a website, and the website is the PAEmpowermentNetwork.com. That information will also be over there as well. If you need any other information about the events or local events that are going on around town within the Monroe County, just look us up. I'm sure we'll have some things in there that you may not find in the newspaper. All right. So we're about ready to get out of here. I'm going to say thank you so much for coming on.
I'm glad we finally connected. I want to meet you in person, though. Come by. A few hours.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. I really do appreciate it. I'm supposed to get hooked up with Joan and Fabian. She wants to do something here too. So let's hope her show turns out pretty good. I've been trying.
Come on and see me.
I've been trying to get Shaquana over here.
Come over to see me. Come to Habitat, see me. Come see what we do. We've been telling you what we do. We've been telling you. Now come and see for yourself.
It's funny, but I'm around that area kind of quite often. Brookdale?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I got people that work at Brookdale, so I have to stop by. You're not that far from there.
So how far are you from our store?
I live in a town called Sailorsburg.
Oh, we doing work up there. We doing work on a house up there. You can put in a few
hours. Which part of Sailorsburg?
But you know what? Well, you finally got me. Now I want to meet
All
you.
right, we're gonna do this off the air. We're gonna do this off the
Okay.
air, okay?
Okay.
Because it's about time for us to go, and you got me making all kind of commitments on camera. I can't do that. All righty. Thank you very much again for coming in. We have people that says that you were just awesome.
Thank you, family. Love y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
So thank you very much for that information. All righty. So here we go. My name is Kendall Stevenson again, and thank you guys for tuning in to the Empowerment Show on the PA Empower Network. Tomorrow, we have a really good show coming up for you, The Daughters of Divine Joy, and that's with Diane Butts. So you guys, again, like I said, thank you very much for tuning in, and we're out of here. Peace and ashe.
Welcome to the Empowerment Show, when knowledge meets action. Yeah. We break down barriers to financial literacy. Speak truth to power, real conversations. Oh, voices that inspire change, challenging the status quo. Tools for building wealth, taking control. Your future starts right now. This is the